the UDL approach to curriculum.
In the UDL framework, curriculum is defined in 4 components. There are goals, materials, methods, and assessments. And so it's a pretty standard definition of what curriculum encompasses. I think the more important point is that curriculum isn't a static body of knowledge, but really curriculum should be about the mastery of the act of learning itself. So we're not learning calculus, we're not learning about different plants, but really we're learning about the kind of skills that will sustain us through our entire life. And this is not to say that calculus or learning about plants isn't important. That's actually the content of what our learning takes place. But really, what we need to focus on are the kind of skills, the kind of knowledge that will help us to learn anything as we continue this journey of being lifelong learners, and not overly focus on the content.
In a photograph, we see a group of young students planting an herb garden in a raised bed. Another similar bed is visible in the background. The shot then dissolves to 2 young adults who are shown working in the greenhouse of a large nursery. The boys, both of whom are wearing hearing aids, are repotting plants.
You know, and I've been using this example of weather and how to use the 3 principles to support learning for a learner with deafblindness. But when you take a step back and you really think about what the goal is for an elementary school classroom that's learning about weather, all these ideas that we know in the field of deafblindness work so well for our learners actually are fabulous for all the learners in the classroom. They work well for learners who are English language learners. They work well for learners who might have more mild disabilities, learning disabilities, specific language impairment. And they also work really well for students who don't have any disabilities. So by using these UDL principles and thinking about the learner with visual impairments and multiple disabilities, or the learner with deafblindness, we're really making a curriculum that's smart from the start for all learners. We're really optimizing curriculum for all the learners in the classroom. So instead of seeing a learner with deafblindness being put into a classroom as a challenge or as a problem, it's now turned around. It's a resource. It's something that's going to help that teacher, help that classroom, help all those students learn and live a better quality life after they leave that classroom.
Fade to black.